everyone, and welcome. I hope you had a great day. Today we're bringing you Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park and the history behind it. The land that the park is on used to be the land of the Shawnee Indians, all the way up into the 1770s. The Shawnee Indians roamed on that land for at least 300 to 400 years prior to the first white settler. In 1775, Mitchell and Bobby Clay moved their family there when they bought 800 acres. In 1783, a small tribe of Shawnee Indians came to the farmhouse while the kids were doing chores. They were able to capture Bartley and Tabitha and murder them and scalp them. They ended up capturing Ezekiel, which they took off with. When Mitchell Clay got home after hunting, he gathered up a small party of other homesteaders in the area and tracked the Indians over into Ohio, where they murdered some of them. Yet a handful of them got away with Ezekiel, who made it to Chillicothe, Ohio, where he was burned at the stake. In 1926, an entrepreneur, Conley Snidow Sr., decided to develop a 70-acre amusement park for the mining town and community around him. The park consisted of a Ferris wheel, swing ride, dance hall, racetrack, swimming pool, man-made lake, speakeasy, slides, concession stands. They also had 10 cottages and 6 log cabins that they would rent out. Besides the 3 Clay children deaths, there is between 3 and 6 more. We know of a little girl that was on the swing where a truck backed into her and crushed her. There was a boy swimming and he dove to the bottom and his arm got stuck in the drain. As well as there was another boy that got dropped off by his mother, and when she come back, they couldn't find him, and they ended up finding him in the pool, floating. Next is the footage from our tour. You know, it's always interesting when you find bones laying on rocks when you first get out of your vehicle. We had Chris White give us the tour. He's the son of Gaylord, the second owner of the amusement park. He did an exceptional job. I totally recommend going on this tour. We would also like to thank our really good friend Deb for allowing us to go on this excursion with her. We just had a great time on this whole vacation. So one of the stories about this old Ford tractor is Gaylord, the father of Chris, was out mowing the field one day and he felt this presence and he looked beside him and there was an apparition of the girl who died on the swings, and he come to the conclusion that if she liked the tractor so much, he would just leave it out in the field for her. Also, there was a local lady that handmade a whole bunch of these squids that are hanging around the park, so you kind of have this little mission of trying to find them all when you're out on the tour. This old bus is Chris's brother's, who had passed a while back. There is a pretty cool photo that shows an apparition on the bus that almost looks identical to his brother. This Ferris wheel has an interesting story. There's a bucket that has a tendency to move while all the other buckets are stationary. That bucket is number 10. On this day, we didn't have anything happen for us though. Now we're at the swing that the little girl passed on. There's several little dolls and trinkets and pinwheels and stuff like that that you can communicate with the girl with. They say the little white bag will spin and she'll answer yes or no questions. And there's also several pinwheels. It's kind of a little breezy in certain spots here on the park this day, so I would say that we probably didn't get any evidence for any of that. interesting thing that happened is here at this ticket booth, as you can notice, there's pinwheels on both sides. We would ask questions and they would spin and stop. But every time that we went to record them, I would look on my camera, make sure it was getting ready to record, hit the record button, and then I would look down and my camera would be dead. And this happened multiple times. And then it ended up saying that my battery was completely dead. And then I went to the car, turned on my camera, and it said that my battery was completely full. Now we're coming up to the site of the graves of the Shawnee Indians. It was marked with a rock after they were done filling it all back in, and the rock settled, and as you can tell now it looks like an Indian warrior. If you made it this far, please consider hitting the subscribe button to help our channel grow. We thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.